East Africa is often seen as the heart of tourism on the continent, offering an array of breathtaking landscapes, vibrant cultures, and unforgettable wildlife experiences. The region's wildlife is a major highlight, making many of its top travel destinations closely tied to animal encounters. Its vast national parks and game reserves attract a steady stream of tourists eager to witness the untamed beauty of the African wilderness. From the lush, dramatic rainforests to the peaceful, expansive savannas, East Africa promises a truly unique and memorable adventure for all who visit. Do you know which part of East Africa lets you watch the Great Migration, chill on tropical beaches, and hike volcanic peaks all in one trip? Stay tuned to find out. East Africa holds a magnetic allure for travelers seeking landscapes of timeless beauty and encounters with the wild. It is a region where nature still reigns supreme, where every horizon seems to hum with life. Among its many remarkable destinations, northern Tanzania shines brightly thanks in no small part to the legendary Serengeti National Park. Few places in the world can stir the soul as deeply as these vast golden plains that stretch beneath an endless sky. Entering this ancient land of grasslands and scattered woodlands is an experience to be embraced with reverence. Here, the rhythm of life is measured not by the ticking of clocks, but by the great cycles of nature. Most extraordinary among them is the annual Great Migration, one of the planet's last great wildlife spectacles. Each year, millions of wildebeests, zebras, and gazelles surge across the Serengeti in search of greener, pasture-rich, breathtaking primal journey that unfolds before your eyes. The sight of vast herds moving in unison, dust rising beneath their hooves, is something that imprints itself upon the heart. The Serengeti is more than just the migration. As you explore its diverse landscape plains, savannas, and rocky outcrops, you might encounter the Big Five: lion, leopard, elephant, buffalo, and rhino. Watch a lioness at dawn, spot a leopard in a tree, admire elephants on the move, or see buffalo grazing. Every moment brims with wonder. Northern Tanzania is a place where nature's drama unfolds on a grand stage. offering travelers the chance not only to witness, but to feel connected to something larger, wilder, and more ancient than themselves. It is, without question, one of the most unforgettable places you could ever visit in East Africa destination that will leave you changed long after you return home. Now, before we move on to the next destination, here's a fun question for you. Which famous mountain in East Africa is the highest peak on the continent? Comment your answer below. Another extraordinary destination that should not be missed on any journey through East Africa is the Ngorongoro crater in Tanzania, an ancient land of wonder that stirs the imagination. This natural marvel, often described as the eighth wonder of the world, is in fact the largest intact volcanic caldera on Earth, created when a massive volcano collapsed upon itself some 3 million years ago. Today, it is a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site and remains one of the most enchanting places to encounter wildlife in its purest form. The surrounding Ngorongoro Conservation Area is a sanctuary where nature flourishes. Gentle hills sweep down to a breathtaking bowl-shaped valley that cradles an astonishing diversity of life. Descending into the crater feels like stepping into a secret world, a lush, self-contained ecosystem where animals roam freely against the backdrop of towering crater walls. Within this fertile expanse, you'll find an incredible density of wildlife. Herds of elephants amble through the acacia-studded landscape. Graceful giraffes browse among the trees above the rim, while below, the crater floor teems with life. Lions lounge in the golden grasses, ever watchful for opportunity, and elusive leopards melt into the shadows. Here, too, you may encounter the rare black rhinoceros, a magnificent sight, and buffalo grazing in the open plains. Collectively, these iconic creatures make up the famed Big Five, all thriving within this extraordinary natural amphitheater. Ngorongoro is a place that awakens a deep sense of awe. As you move quietly across its floor, every glance holds the promise of discovery. The interplay of light, landscape, and wildlife here has a timeless quality, one that leaves an indelible mark on those lucky enough to experience it. If you are watching this, please click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It's completely free, but means a lot to us. No journey through East Africa feels complete without adding a towering peak to your list of must-see places. Among these, the mighty Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania stands as an unforgettable highlight. Though this dormant volcano slumbers peacefully now, its snow-capped summit rises majestically above the surrounding plains, an icon of both beauty and endurance. Known for its demanding trekking routes, Kilimanjaro draws adventurers from around the world. Each year, countless hikers take to its trails, weaving through lush rainforests, moorlands dusted with mist, and barren alpine deserts on their way to the glistening glaciers above. The journey to the summit is not merely a test of physical strength. It is a profound experience of patience, resilience, and quiet determination. Step by step, trekkers ascend through shifting landscapes, each stage offering moments of breathtaking beauty. The path may challenge, but it also rewards time spent among towering trees, beneath endless skies, with the call of distant birds echoing across the highlands. For many, this climb becomes more than a physical journey. It's a personal triumph and a memory etched forever in the heart. Mount Kilimanjaro, with its timeless allure, truly earns its place among the best places to visit in East Africa, an adventure for the soul as much as for the body. From the towering heights of Mount Kilimanjaro to the sweeping Serengeti plains, and the wild beauty of Ethiopia National Park, East Africa is a land where nature's grandeur takes center stage. Each of these remarkable landscapes holds a unique allure, drawing travelers from all corners of the globe. Yet no visit to this region feels complete without stepping into the heart of its most iconic experience, the African safari. For those seeking their first taste of true wilderness, Masai Mara National Reserve in Kenya stands as a perfect place to begin. This vast expanse of golden savanna stretches toward the horizon, home to an astonishing variety of wildlife. The famed Big Five, lion, leopard, elephant, buffalo, and rhinoceros roam freely among herds of antelope, giraffe, and zebra. The reserve teems with life, its rhythm set by the changing seasons and the endless drama of predator and prey. One of nature's most unforgettable spectacles unfolds here each year, the Great Migration. During this epic journey, millions of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles thunder across the plains in search of fresh grazing lands. The crossing of the Mara River is a moment of sheer wonder and raw emotion as the herds brave swirling waters and lurking crocodiles. Witnessing this scene, a breathtaking display of life's will to endure, is an experience that lingers in the soul long after you've returned home. In every corner of East Africa, from mountain peaks to grassy plains, adventure and beauty await. For those drawn to the wild heart of the continent, these timeless lands promise journeys rich with discovery, connection, and awe. Scattered like jewels across the turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean, the Zanzibar Archipelago is a dreamlike destination where time seems to slow and the senses come alive. Off the coast of Tanzania, this collection of islands is steeped in history, natural beauty, and cultural richness. The main island, Unguja, often simply called Zanzibar, entices visitors with its powdery white beaches fringed by swaying palms, while the air carries the scent of cloves and other spices that once earned the islands their place on ancient trade routes. Wander through the winding alleys of Stone Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where the echoes of a storied past linger in the carved wooden doors, coral stone buildings, and bustling markets. The sea here is a painter's palette of blues, perfect for diving and snorkeling among coral gardens, teeming with vibrant marine life. Offshore, tiny islets like Mnemba Atoll and Chumbe Island offer secluded escapes where the modern world feels a distant memory. Beyond its idyllic shores, Zanzibar invites you to discover a slower rhythm of life. Sail aboard a traditional dhow at sunset, watch fishermen bring in their daily catch, or visit fragrant spice plantations that still supply some of the world's finest flavors. Each moment in the Zanzibar archipelago is infused with warmth and wonder, an experience that lingers long after the journey ends. Kenya's Lake Nakuru National Park is a shimmering gem among East Africa's most captivating destinations, and an absolute must for bird lovers and nature enthusiasts. Nestled within the heart of the Great Rift Valley, this protected sanctuary is best known for the vast flocks of flamingos that gather along the lake's shallow, alkaline waters. At times, their numbers are so great that the lake's edge transforms into a brilliant sweep of pink, a living, moving spectacle that delights the eye and stirs the soul. But Lake Nakuru offers far more than its famous flamingos. The park's diverse habitats, woodlands, grasslands, and rocky escarpments provide shelter for an astonishing variety of wildlife. The air itself seems alive with the calls of over 400 recorded bird species, making every moment a treasure for keen observers. Beyond its wildlife, Lake Nakuru National Park captivates with its serene beauty. Scenic viewpoints atop the surrounding hills offer sweeping vistas of the shimmering lake and the rolling landscapes beyond. It's a place where time slows, where the gentle rhythm of nature invites you to linger a little longer. Rounding out the list of the best destinations in East Africa is the enchanting city of Mombasa, a lively seaport town stretched along the sun-kissed eastern coast of Kenya. With its balmy breezes and the rhythmic sound of waves lapping the shore, Mombasa invites travelers to slow down and savor a place where centuries of history and diverse cultures weave together in a vibrant tapestry. African, Arab, and Portuguese influences blend harmoniously, shaping the city's architecture, cuisine, language, and traditions in ways both subtle and bold. Wandering through the narrow, winding lanes of Old Town, one can't help but be drawn in by the weathered facades of coral stone buildings, ornately carved doors, and colorful marketplaces where the scent of spices drifts through the air. It is a place where time seems layered, each street corner whispering stories of sailors, traders, and adventurers who once passed through this ancient port. Yet, Mombasa is also a city alive with present-day energy. Its modern streets pulse with life, and its beautiful coastline offers stretches of pristine white sand beaches kissed by the turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean. Spend a sun-drenched afternoon lounging at Diani Beach, or perhaps take a dhow cruise at sunset, letting the soft golden light wash over you. Whether you come to explore its rich cultural heritage, to bask in its natural beauty, or simply to enjoy the warmth of its people, Mombasa will capture your heart. It's a destination that lingers in your memory long after you've left its shores. Part of Africa's awe-inspiring Great Rift Valley, the Omo River region in southern Ethiopia, stands as one of the continent's most remote and captivating corners. Reaching this distant land requires a journey both long and challenging, a path that winds through rugged landscapes and across dusty tracks. But for those with an adventurous spirit, the rewards are rich and unforgettable. The river itself snakes gracefully through deep gorges and vast plains, giving life to the valleys and sustaining the communities that have called this region home for centuries. Dotted along its banks are villages belonging to a remarkable mosaic of tribes, each with its own distinct language, customs, and artistry. To fully immerse yourself in this extraordinary cultural tapestry, it is wise to join an organized tour led by knowledgeable local guides. Such journeys often blend authentic village encounters with the thrill of adventure. Think whitewater rafting on the Omo's famed rapids or treks into the wild, untouched landscapes beyond. A visit to the Omo River region is not merely a trip, but a journey of the heart, one that leaves you with a deeper appreciation of human resilience, tradition, and the raw beauty of nature. Unlike many of Kenya's bustling beach towns, Watamu remains a tranquil enclave, a peaceful retreat where time seems to slow and the rhythm of the waves lulls visitors into a state of pure relaxation. Nestled along the heart of Kenya's breathtaking coastline, this small, laid-back town offers a perfect blend of natural beauty and cultural intrigue, far removed from the more commercialized shores of Mombasa or Diani. Watamu is best known for its stunning crescent-shaped bays and soft palm-fringed beaches that invite long, lazy days by the water. The clear turquoise sea stretches out in every direction, cradling vibrant coral reefs teeming with marine life. These reefs, part of the Watamu Marine National Park, make the area a haven for snorkelers and divers alike, while deep-sea fishing charters tempt those eager to cast their lines in search of a prized catch. For those wishing to explore beyond the waves, the charms of Watamu extend inland. At Maida Creek, mangrove forests shelter a wealth of bird life, herons, kingfishers, and even the occasional flamingo, making it a paradise for birdwatchers and nature lovers. As the day winds down, beachfront restaurants beckon with freshly caught seafood, cooked to perfection, while the sun sinks in fiery hues over the horizon. Watamu is one of those rare places that leaves the soul nourished, a quiet gem along East Africa's coast that promises serenity, wonder, and the gentle warmth of true discovery. Diani Beach has earned the title of Africa's best beach 5 years in a row. And with just one glance, it's easy to understand why. This stretch of the Kenyan coastline seems to have been plucked straight from a dream. Miles upon miles of powdery white sand that glistens under the sun, meeting the gentle turquoise waters of the warm Indian Ocean. Nature's palette comes alive. Jewel-bright fish dart through coral reefs, butterflies flit between vibrant tropical blooms, and playful monkeys swing through the swaying palms. Though Diani is Kenya's most popular tourist beach, it retains an unhurried charm that sets it apart from more commercialized destinations. The atmosphere is relaxed, easy, and delightfully in tune with Kenyan time. Instead of towering high-rise hotels or bustling shopping centers, you'll find elegant Swahili-inspired boutique hotels, charming thatched cottages, and cozy beach bars where cocktails are sipped slowly beneath the shade of palms. Days here unfold at your own pace. You can bask on the beach with a good book, take long walks along the sun-drenched shore, or venture out onto the water. There's no shortage of activities. Kite surfing across the waves, snorkeling or diving among the coral gardens, or setting sail on a traditional dhow at sunset. Inland, you can explore local markets, visit sacred forests, or simply savor the laid-back rhythm of coastal life. Despite its popularity, Diani Beach remains a place of effortless beauty, where the modern world feels blissfully far away, and each moment is an invitation to slow down, breathe deeply, and lose yourself in the timeless magic of East Africa's coast. Imagine standing on the sun-warmed savanna, the earth stretching wide beneath your feet, while herds of elephants move gracefully across the plains, and rising beyond them, bathed in soft morning light, stands the snow-capped peak of Mount Kilimanjaro. This is the timeless allure of Amboseli National Park, a place where nature's grandeur unfolds in every direction. Tucked in the southern reaches of Kenya, near the border with Tanzania, Amboseli offers one of the most spectacular safari experiences in East Africa. Though smaller than parks like the famed Masai Mara, Amboseli's compact size is part of its charm. Wildlife is abundant and easy to spot, and visitors can immerse themselves in the magic of the landscape without the need for long drives or exhaustive journeys. Its close proximity to Nairobi makes it wonderfully accessible, ideal for travelers seeking an unforgettable safari without venturing too far off the beaten path. But what truly sets Amboseli apart is its unrivaled population of African elephants, the largest on Earth. Watching these majestic creatures roam freely across the plains, often just a stone's throw from your vehicle, is a profound and humbling experience. Beyond the elephants, the park teems with life. Lions laze in the golden grasses, cheetahs slink through the underbrush, and flocks of vibrant birds soar above the swamps and open skies. The landscape here is as varied as the wildlife itself. Dry, open plains give way to shimmering marshes and lush greenery, creating a rich and dynamic setting for photography and exploration. And always, in the distance, the silhouette of Kilimanjaro lingers, sometimes hidden behind clouds, other times crystal clear against the horizon, providing a breathtaking backdrop to every scene. It is a place where the wild heart of East Africa beats strong, where moments of wonder await at every turn, and where the simple act of standing still can leave you feeling forever changed. There are few experiences on earth as humbling or as profoundly moving as standing just a few feet away from a creature the size of a safari vehicle, with a horn as long as your forearm and a presence that commands quiet reverence. Though majestic and wild, the northern white rhino is a symbol not only of nature's grandeur but also of its fragility. In the gentle foothills of Mount Kenya, where the line between the northern and southern hemispheres blurs beneath open skies, lies a place of hope, and healing. Old Pejeta Conservancy. Spanning over 90,000 acres of protected savanna, this non-profit sanctuary is one of the most inspiring places to visit in East Africa. It is here that you'll find Najin and Fatu, the last two northern white rhinos on Earth, a mother and daughter whose story has captured hearts around the globe. Yet Old Pejeta is more than a refuge for endangered species. It is a living, breathing testament to what conservation can achieve. Home to the largest population of black rhinos in East Africa, it also shelters the full Big Five: lion, leopard, buffalo, elephant, and rhino, alongside over 300 species of birds. Thanks to innovative wildlife management and the deep commitment of local communities, both elephant and lion populations here are not just surviving, they're growing. Unlike the more crowded national parks and reserves, Old Pejeta offers an experience that feels deeply personal and refreshingly intimate. The land breathes with quiet beauty, inviting you to slow down, listen, and connect. Beyond the classic game drives, visitors can join night safaris under a blanket of stars, track lions with researchers, or even jog alongside rangers on morning patrols. Every moment spent here is not only about observing wildlife, but about becoming part of a greater story, one of protection, purpose, and possibility. Aberdares National Park quietly holds one of Kenya's most precious treasures, the ancient, mist-shrouded Aberdares Forest. In this lush sanctuary of towering trees and hidden glades, nature seems to breathe a little deeper. The air is cool and crisp, laced with the scent of damp earth and wildflowers. It is a place where time seems to slow down, inviting visitors to wander, linger, and marvel at the untouched beauty around them. One of the park's most enchanting features is its trio of cascading waterfalls, each more breathtaking than the last. The crown jewel among them is Karuru Falls, the tallest waterfall in Kenya, plunging an astonishing 894 feet into a green-cloaked gorge below. To stand at the brink of this mighty cascade is to feel nature's raw power and grace. The weather here can shift in the blink of an eye, a light mist turning to gentle sunshine within moments, adding a layer of magic to an already spellbinding scene. covering the soaring heights of the Aberdares mountain range in central Kenya. Aberdare National Park is rich not only in natural beauty, but in history. The dense forests and rugged ravines once sheltered Kenyan freedom fighters during the struggle for independence. Today, the park offers visitors a serene escape into a world of deep ravines, rolling moorlands, and forested slopes where wildlife flourishes. Those who venture here may encounter a wide array of animals: black rhinos, playful baboons, the elegant black and white colobus monkeys, and the more elusive Sykes monkeys, all moving gracefully through the trees. And for those drawn to history, this park holds a unique footnote. It was here, in a simple treetop lodge, that Queen Elizabeth received the news of her accession to the throne, a moment that forever linked this wild, untamed land with the pages of royal history. In every sense, Aberdare National Park is a place where nature, history, and wonder meet, a timeless destination that rewards every curious traveler. Tsavo National Park, one of Kenya's largest and most storied reserves, offers an experience that stirs both the imagination and the soul. Sprawling across an astonishing 22,000 square kilometers of raw wilderness, Tsavo is divided into Tsavo East and Tsavo West, each with its own distinct charm, landscapes, and wildlife encounters. Together they form a place where the pulse of nature beats strong, echoing with the timeless rhythm of Africa's untamed heart. Named after the Tsavo River that winds through this vast land of red earth and volcanic plains, the park is a sanctuary of striking contrasts. Here, wide-open savannas melt into rugged lava flows, ancient baobabs stand watch over dusty trails, and jagged escarpments rise dramatically from shimmering heat-hazed plains. The air seems to hum with wild energy, inviting those who venture here to witness a landscape still ruled by nature's whims. Tsavo is famed for its impressive biodiversity. Over 500 species of birds flit through the acacia woodlands and riverine forests. On the ground, the iconic Big Five — elephants, lions, rhinos, leopards, and buffalo — roam freely. You may even glimpse elusive creatures such as wild dogs, a rare sight in Kenya, and one of the many reasons seasoned safari goers are drawn back to Tsavo time and again. History buffs will know the name Tsavo National Park for its infamous man-eaters of Tsavo. two lions that terrorized railway workers building the train line from Mombasa to Nairobi in the late 19th century, although today the Tsavo National Park lions now only occasionally put a man on the menu. Tsavo National Park is a huge area, often populated with thick bush, and for this reason, it is often harder to spot game here than other safari destinations, like the Masai Mara and Amboseli. Tsavo National Park is a sum of all its parts, and you'd be missing out if you went there just for the animals. A Kenyan safari destination that is as raw and rugged as any of your out-of-Africa dreams. A true place of shimmering heat, jagged rocks, and towering volcanoes. Nairobi, a name that evokes a youthful and bustling lifestyle in the heart of East Africa, is a place where the past and the present blend in a captivating way. Perched more than 1,700 meters above sea level, Kenya's capital is not only an administrative and economic center, but also a unique cultural intersection between African traditions and globalization. Glittering skyscrapers, such as the Kenyatta International Convention Center or the Prism Tower, rise above colorful markets, where the sounds of vendors and laughter echo through the streets. The city is also a place where nature is integrated into every rhythm of daily life. Just a few minutes' drive from the center, visitors can visit Nairobi National Park, the only national park in the world that can be seen from high-rise buildings. Amidst the wild grasslands, you will encounter herds of giraffes, zebras, and even lions, creating a fascinating contrast between nature and urbanity. Most safari-bound travelers to Kenya will find themselves spending at least a night in Nairobi, often dubbed the safari capital of the world. Yet for many, the city remains little more than a waypoint, a place to rest before or after an international flight quickly passed through in the eager pursuit of Kenya's famous wildlife parks. It's a pity, really, for Nairobi has a vibrant pulse of its own, a layered, intriguing city well worth lingering in, if only for a day or two. Of course, some travelers hesitate. The city's reputation for occasional safety concerns sometimes clouds its appeal. But with sensible precautions, much like when visiting any major city in the world, Nairobi rewards curiosity with an exciting blend of culture, history, and nature. It is one of Africa's fastest-growing metropolises, dynamic, creative, full of contradictions, and above all, alive with stories to tell. So while Nairobi may not always top the typical safari route, those who take the time to explore will find a city of many faces, rich in culture, history, nature, and human warmth. It offers an urban counterpoint to the wild beauty of Kenya's parks and provides a deeper understanding of the country as a whole. For this reason alone, Nairobi surely deserves its place among the best places to visit in East Africa. Hidden in the remote northwest of Kenya, West Pokot Hills is a wild and unexplored strip of land where the pristine beauty of nature seems to still retain its purest form. The gentle rolling hills stretch out, softly curving under the canopy of floating white clouds, interspersed with silver waterfalls pouring from steep cliffs, creating a peaceful yet vibrant landscape. This is a land where time seems to slow down, giving way for people to listen to the echoes of the mountains and forests. West Pokot is not a noisy, crowded destination. On the contrary, it is because of its wildness that those who love nature and exploration are even more fascinated. Small trails lead through dense forests, through hillsides covered in green, where just stopping for a few minutes, taking a deep breath of the pure mountain forest scent, visitors are enough to fully feel the peace here. Going deeper, you will encounter waterfalls, hidden like gems in the deep forest. Kapenguria Falls is one of the highlights not to be missed, where water flows from a height, creating white foam, blending with the natural sounds of the hills. Not only the landscape, this land is also home to the unique culture of the Pokot people, one of the special minority communities of Kenya. Visiting traditional villages, you will be welcomed by folk songs and dances and discover the indigenous people's lifestyle closely connected to nature. The colorful necklaces, brocade costumes, stories of ancient rituals all contribute to creating a very unique identity for the West Pokot Hills region. Waterfalls is one of Kenya's most beautiful natural destinations, where the water flows over successive stone steps, creating a breathtaking scene that leaves visitors overwhelmed. True to its name, this place gathers 14 levels of waterfalls, each with its own appearance, pouring down the red cliffs, surrounded by the deep green of the forest. The sound of the waterfall echoes in the majestic space, like a harmonious melody of earth, sky, and water. Only about 65 kilometers from Nairobi, the journey to 14 waterfalls is not too far, but the feeling when arriving here is like being lost in a completely different world, where the pristine beauty is still intact. Visitors can follow a small path to approach the waterfall, or choose to take a small boat across the Athi River to admire the panoramic view from the foot of the waterfall, where the white foam flies, creating a cool breeze to dispel the tropical sun. A morning listening to the sound of flowing water, feeling the scent of the forest, and admiring the magical power of nature here will surely leave unforgettable memories in the hearts of visitors. Nestled in southern Kenya, Taita Hills is a little-known green gem where rolling hills are shrouded in morning mist and the first rays of the sun. This is the eastern extension of the Eastern Arc mountain range, one of the most biodiverse ecological regions in Africa. The landscape here is both wild and dreamy, with ancient forests, vast grasslands, and rocky peaks touching the deep blue sky. As the sun gradually rises behind the mountains, the gentle light paints a beautiful picture of Taita Hills. The chirping of birds echoes through the old forest. The fresh and cool air makes every step on the trail feel light. This is an ideal destination for those who love trekking, exploring the wild nature, or simply want to find a peaceful place to listen to the breath of the earth and sky. In addition to the natural scenery, Taita Hills also has profound cultural value. This is the land of the Taita people, one of Kenya's oldest communities, with their folk tales, traditional customs, and a way of life close to nature. The small villages nestled among the hills will give visitors a genuine look at indigenous life, along with the opportunity to enjoy rustic dishes with rich highland flavors. Although not as famous as Kenya's safari parks, Taita Hills has a very unique charm, a peaceful stop in the heart of nature, where you can relax your mind and let time pass slowly. Nungwi Beach, located at the northernmost tip of the Zanzibar archipelago, is a paradise where the sea and sky meet in the purest colors. Known as one of the most beautiful beaches in Zanzibar, Nungwi attracts visitors with its pristine natural beauty combined with a vibrant atmosphere. The silky white sand stretches to the horizon, where the gentle waves lap the shore in the emerald green of the Indian Ocean. This is where you can walk barefoot on the soft sand, letting each wave gently wash away your daily worries. Nungwi is not only a beautiful natural picture, but also an ideal destination for those who love underwater activities. Thanks to the fairly stable tidal characteristics, you can comfortably experience sea games all day long. From snorkeling, kayaking, to surfing, scuba diving, and especially kite surfing, when kite sails fly against the deep blue sky. The sea here is famous for its vibrant coral reefs and rich marine life, making every dive a magical journey of discovery under the ocean. Besides the vibrant entertainment activities and colorful nightlife, Nungwi still retains peaceful corners for the soul. Especially at the northernmost tip, where few people pass by, you will easily find quiet moments to listen to the sound of waves, the whispering wind among the shady coconut trees. Not only attractive for its natural scenery, Nungwi also stands out with its diverse accommodation system. From cozy homestays, hostels for young people who love to explore, to high-class resorts facing the sea, all bring memorable vacation experiences. Lake Natron is one of the strangest and most fascinating destinations in the world, where nature seems to break all the familiar rules. Located in northern Tanzania, near the border with Kenya, this lake appears in a deep red or bright orange, like a strange mirror reflecting the desolate African sky. The difference comes from the high alkalinity, special chemical composition, and strong evaporation rate, giving the lake a surreal beauty. With the water source of high salinity and temperature, life in Lake Natron becomes extremely harsh. Most animals find it difficult to survive in such an environment. Even birds that accidentally step on or fly over here, when touching the water, can be petrified. Their bodies dry up, covered with a layer of gray-white minerals, like small statues standing still before the haunting scene. Yet, In a place where death is so clearly present, there is one bird that has learned to adapt and make this place its safe haven, the lesser flamingo. Every 3 to 4 years, when the weather and environmental conditions are favorable, the surface of Lake Natron seems to be dressed in a bright pink coat. Thousands, even tens of thousands of flamingos flock here to breed, creating a vivid picture that contrasts with the crimson water and the tranquil atmosphere. The lake's high salinity and strong alkalinity help protect eggs and chicks from predators, making this lake one of the most important nesting sites for the flamingo population in East Africa. Watching this scene, you will feel like you are entering a completely different world, where beauty and death go hand in hand, where fragile life perseveres in the harshest conditions. More than just a unique destination, Lake Natron reminds us of the power of nature and the amazing adaptability of life. Tarangire National Park is a pristine wilderness gem in the heart of the famous safari land. Although not as famous as the Serengeti or Ngorongoro, Tarangire has its own way of touching the hearts of nature lovers. With its tranquility, abundance of life, and the breathtaking beauty of its picturesque landscape. Covering an area of about 2,850 square kilometers, Tarangire is covered with golden savanna, acacia bushes, and especially ancient baobab trees, silent guardians of time. During the dry season, when other water sources gradually dry up, the Tarangire River becomes the only lifeline, attracting thousands of migrating animals in search of water and shade. As a result, from June to October, Tarangire becomes one of the places with the highest density of wildlife in East Africa. The place is famous for its huge herds of elephants. Sometimes hundreds can be seen moving slowly across the savanna in the afternoon sun. It's not hard to come across peaceful scenes like a family of elephants bathing in the mud by the river, or baby elephants playing with their mothers. But Tarangire is not just a kingdom of elephants. It's also home to more than 500 species of birds, along with great kudos, impalas, buffalo, lions, leopards, and the occasional cheetah hiding among the undergrowth. Tarangire is also an ideal place for those who love a quiet safari experience, away from the crowds of tourists. The small lodges nestled in the middle of nature bring a sense of intimacy and spirituality, as if you are living and breathing with this land. As the sun sets behind the giant baobab trees, the brilliant orange hues paint the sky and the space slows down, leaving a moment that is both majestic and peaceful. Ready to explore Dar es Salaam? Then prepare to be swept into the rhythm of a city that dances to its own beat, a coastal Tanzanian jewel where time slows with the tide and the streets hum with everyday poetry. Often simply called Dar, this vibrant metropolis gracefully straddles two worlds: the unrelenting energy of a modern city and the soft lull of the Indian Ocean's breeze. At first glance, Dar es Salaam may seem like a whirlwind, streets bustling with tuk-tuks, roadside vendors calling out their wares, and the symphony of daily life rising under the tropical sun. But linger a little longer, and you'll find layers of beauty woven into its soul. Skyscrapers rise beside colonial facades that speak of another era. Brightly painted boats rock gently in the harbor, while fishermen cast their nets the same way their ancestors did for generations. And just a short ride from the city's heart, soft stretches of golden sand and aquamarine water offer serenity that feels a world away. What makes Dar es Salaam truly special isn't just its vibrant streets or its glistening coast, it's the warmth of its people. There's a kindness here, an openness that makes strangers feel like old friends. So yes, Dar is loud, it's colorful, it's a little chaotic, but within that lively hum lies a quiet beauty. A place where every corner offers a new rhythm, every turn a different story. And once you've felt it, Dar never truly leaves you. Paje Beach is one of those coastal gems that seems to linger in your memory long after the footprints have faded from the sand. This stretch of sun-kissed shoreline is celebrated not just for its postcard-worthy beauty, but also for its spirit of adventure. With its steady winds and warm waters, Paje Beach has quietly become a mecca for kiteboarders, both novice and experienced, who come from all over the world to ride the waves. The sky is often dotted with colorful kites dancing against the backdrop of blue, creating a scene that is both thrilling and serene. But Paje is far more than just a playground for water sports. The beach exudes a laid-back charm that invites you to slow down and savor the simple pleasures. A barefoot walk at sunrise, the taste of fresh coconut, or a quiet afternoon watching dhows bobbing in the distance. The coastline is lined with everything from cozy guest houses to elegant beachfront resorts, all offering front-row seats to the Indian Ocean's endless horizon. The rhythm of life in Paje is dictated by the tides, which sweep in and out with remarkable speed. At high tide, the sea is calm and inviting, perfect for swimming or floating beneath the sun. When the tide pulls away, it reveals rippling sandbars, tide pools, and even seaweed farms tended by local women, a fascinating glimpse into the island's daily life. The best time to visit Paje is during the dry season, from June to October, when the skies are bright, the humidity is low, and the ocean shimmers like polished glass. It's during these months that Paje truly comes alive, with warm breezes and breathtaking sunsets coloring each evening. Unlike the more popular stretches of sand further north, Kusini whispers its beauty rather than shouts, a place where the rhythmic meeting of coral reef and rocky shore creates a raw, untamed elegance. The coastline shifts from ivory white sand to sculpted stone, with turquoise waters gently lapping against both. Surrounded by forested cliffs and coconut palms, Kusini feels delightfully secluded. You won't find crowds or loud beach bars here. Just the occasional fisherman casting his net, the soft crunch of footsteps on sand, and the rustle of the breeze weaving through the coastal vegetation. It's the kind of place that invites stillness. A spot for wandering slowly, for watching the light shift across the water, and for letting time lose its grip. For travelers seeking something quieter and more elemental, Kusini Beach offers a beautifully unfiltered experience of Zanzibar's wild southern edge. It's where solitude meets the sea, and every view feels like a secret kept between you and the horizon. East Africa is a land where nature speaks boldly, and beauty reveals itself in both vast landscapes and quiet moments. From the golden savannas to misty mountains, turquoise waters to ancient cultures, each place holds a rhythm, a warmth, a story of its own. And once you've stood beneath an East African sky, with the wind in your hair and the horizon stretching endlessly before you, you'll understand why it never truly lets you go.